We were going to go with Hasty or Jeff, depending on their health. And Jeff showed in practice that he was healthy enough to go. And once he got cleared, it was a pretty easy decision.
Kyle, congrats. Can you maybe explain how great your defense played today and what you saw in Fred Warner's interception to kind of help set that tone?
You didn't get me earlier, did you? I talked for a while. I should have stopped when your face was frozen. No, it was a very impressive catch. Anytime that the ball's low like that and to be able to get your fingers under it and not trap it, it's a hell of a deal. I thought we had a chance when everyone ran off the field, but wasn't sure until I saw it on the scoreboard. So it was a very impressive play. The defense played unbelievable the whole day. I thought the special teams and offense did too. It was an extremely physical game, I thought, by our team with all three of our phases, and it was fun to watch.
Kyle, over the last couple weeks, both the last two games, you had 37 rushing attempts, and you guys talk about playing complementary football. Do you feel like you've kind of reestablished the identity that you want the team to be over the last 2 weeks?
Well, yeah. How it's been the last 2 weeks is how we obviously would hope every week is. But when you play defense the way our guys have been playing, when we're running the ball like we have been, just how physical all our guys have been playing, and just every play, it seems like the last play for our guys. And I was just very impressed with the character of our guys individually, which adds up collectively, because those guys play like it's their last play every down. And when you can do that for an entire game and you play smart and don't turn it over, usually good things happen.
Kyle, with all the injuries you have on the defense, how impressed are you by all the backups that have come in and played to this level?
Extremely impressed. Both those safeties that come in and have the game that they did. Jamar Taylor, who wasn't here a few weeks ago, he was one of the tough guys to not keep a hold of because he had a hell of a camp with us. Great guy, plays so hard, and told him he'd probably be back when we ended up having to let him go. And he did get his opportunity, and since he's come in, he's played unbelievable. And for him to have 2 picks today, I thought it was huge.
Kyle, do you have any initial indications on the severity of the injuries to Wilson, Deebo, and Richie James?
Jeff, we're worried it's a high ankle sprain. It's kind of what it looked like a little bit, and I know he's hurting right now, so hopefully we'll get better news on that tomorrow, but it's not sounding great right now. And Deebo, it was a hamstring. You never know. I know it pulled on him on that run, which usually is some time, so hopefully the severity won't be too bad and he won't miss too much time. And Richie, I'm not sure what type of ankle injury it was. Didn't get any information on that, but I know he wasn't able to go back in.
Kyle, you talked a little bit about, maybe Jimmy has some extra energy going into this game, but given your history playing Belichick, you're an offensive-minded guy, he's a defensive mastermind. Did you have a little more oomph in this one? Did you get a little more like, hey, this is going to be fun in this game?
Going against a good defense is always a challenge. You always enjoy the challenge going against someone like Bill, how good he is and how good their team is. But, I just got so much respect for him that anytime you can play well against a team coached by him, it means a lot. So, but it wasn't that tough from my perspective. The way our guys ran the ball and just how hard they played. When we're running runs and where you block it for 3 yards and we get 6, and the way our O-line was playing and everybody, it was a pretty easy game for me to just sit back and watch our guys.
Apologies if you already answered this, but when did you decide to make Jeff Wilson Jr. the starter? And was there something to the idea that you guys wanted to gash them more inside than maybe outside, given what happened against the Rams?
No, we decided once Raheem was out, and we were hoping we could rush Jet some, but once we had the injuries and Tevin not coming back, we knew on Monday that if Jeff was healthy, he was going to be starting that week, and we weren't really sure of that until he got a lot more in practice on Thursday. And if he wouldn't have, we would have gone with Hasty. So we knew we were going to go that direction. We were down to 3 left, and we were able to rest Jet and only play him on 3rd down, which I think will help him a lot going forward.
Kyle, Bill Belichick going into this game had a lot of praise for Kyle Juszczyk, calling him one of the best fullbacks in the game, mentioning his blocking and his running. He had a couple of big blocks today. What did you see out of the fullback?
Yeah, he made some huge blocks like he always does. Kyle, I mean, he is the best fullback in the game, and I know not every team uses one, and some use tight ends pretty similarly, but Kyle's been huge for our team since he's been here. He's one of the best leaders we have on the team, one of the best players, and not only just his blocking, but that catch he made, I want to say in the fourth or late third. I think the snap was a little off. Jimmy had to let go of it in front of him. For him to make that diving catch was great, and he also had a couple runs that really helped us too.
All right, Kyle, with the secondary, the last 2 weeks, you haven't obviously gotten the same pass rush as last year with all those guys out, but it seems that the coverage just been blanketing. Is that a credit to Sala being able to, just mix and match that coverage even with so many guys out?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a credit to everyone. It's, I think our corners have really stepped it up the last couple of weeks when man coverage has been called. I think Jamar Taylor's done a great job in the slot, stepping in for K1 when man's been called. And I think we played a lot of zone coverage today too, which our guys do a good job staying on top. And I think our linebackers are unbelievable in zone coverage with how much ground they cover. And I mean, that's why Fred gets those picks, because he keys the quarterback so well, and they got a very good feel for that. So our coverage has been very tight, and hopefully it'll keep getting better as we go forward.
2 more, please.
Does 2 injuries to wide receivers, does that make you tap the brakes on a Dante Pettis trade? Is that less likely now with those 2 guys injured?
I mean, I don't think it was real likely before, or I don't think anything changes. I mean, that's stuff that everyone talks about, especially with the deadline coming up. I'm not sure. I think it's 1 week or 10 days or something. But, I mean, that's always a big time around now. And I know Dante got mentioned a few days ago. We'll see if there's anything that comes up that could help our team. But if it doesn't, I know Dante can help our team being on it too. So we'll look into those injuries tomorrow and keep weighing out all trade possibilities until the deadline's over.
Kyle, I know it's kind of hard to tell without looking at the tape, but it looked like Brendan Ike was getting a lot of separation, and he was guarded a lot by Stephon Gilmore. How have you seen him progress in terms of just getting separation since the start of the year?
I think he gets better each week. A number of times that we went to him, I thought he did a good job on. I know one time, one of the third downs, he ended up running a double move, or it could have been a walk-in touchdown possibly. But he was like number 2 in the progression. We had another guy open. But I was impressed with him. We'll see on the tape what happens more. I'd really count on him to break up that pass at the end of the second quarter that we gave him a shot on, just so Jimmy doesn't have to take that pick. But I love how hard he ran with the ball, how much he's competing in the run game, and we're putting some pressure on him, and he's taking it and trying to get better each week at it.
All right, thanks, folks.
Hey, Faithful, don't forget to click here to subscribe to our YouTube.